Hi everyone, we're going to be looking at how we could add a little bit of, if you like, hair dye to Makoto Najima, and see how we might just tinge her hair to look in a slightly bluish, almost a Sasha Banks type of light, if you like, from the black hair that she possesses, you know, in her Persona 5 character. Also, we'll look at leather pants as well, where they came from, and the sort of thing that you can add. You know, these are simple things really, but you know, if you don't know about them, tips and tricks, you know, these are the things that you can pick up about creating your own characters and you know, making your own sort of look on how you feel that you'd like them to be added in. Here we go then, so we're going to jump straight into Makoto. We're going to edit the hair in this particular one, and then we'll look at some leather jeans. So we need to go into the attire. That's the first thing that we need to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this one over here. I'm just going to use the hat first, and then change this to actually reflect the jeans. So editing this attire is what you want to do, because that's where the appearance is. Jump straight into the appearance and pick the hair and facial parts. So once you've got into the hair and facial parts here, we can see what her hair looks like. And we want to add in a sort of a Sasha Banks type of bluish tinge, or maybe a reddish tinge if you like, from her days as when she had that reddish tinge in her hair. So let's have a think and just jump straight in. So you're straight into the hair colour. And in this, well, as I'm on the red tinge there, we'll go with the red tinge and then maybe have a look at the blue one. So the first thing you want to do is to actually slide it along a bit, but not, you know, so much so that you lose that brown tinge. You want to have a little bit of that still going on, but we want to sort of head more closely to the type of colour that we're looking for. So basically here we just need to slide this along a little, and then just tackle that with getting more. We probably also need to, let's just stop in there a second and add the hue a little bit more that way. Yeah, that'll kind of do. So we just go back down to the colour picker again and just slide it along a bit. You can see the red tinge coming in there. Just be careful about how you add too much in. You don't want too much in there, you just want it to be a tinge. So you need to be near the bottom, near the black, not to go too high up into that area where you're going to make it very red, like as a scarlet or whatever, but actually keep it very close to that natural colour of hair. And that's what you're looking to do. So that would give us the red look possibly that Sasha had from her early days. Let's have a look what that might look like if it was say a blue hair. So if we just come out of that a second, yes, just go back in through the colour, go into the sample colour pick and pick the blue. Yeah, come down to the colour picker again. You need to get near the black line, that's the first thing, but then creep back up again, probably a little bit further across. That's probably a bit too deep there. So that's probably quite close to where Sasha's hair would look. You can still see that there are elements of the black creeping through, and certainly if you was to give her a longer hairdo, yep, you could certainly get that Sasha look. So we'll stick with that on the blue there for now. There. And we're just going to come out of the hair and the appearance, and we'll look at doing the leather pants edition. So in the lower body first thing we'll have to do is to obviously take off the bottoms. So just to remove that, just the square, remove the bottoms, and then what we can do is go and pick the leather pants. So there's two places you can go for the leather pants. One is at the bottoms, which is just there, showing us actually not being allowed because of the underwear. But equally, if you was to go in to pick that, it will say what it is you need to remove. So you just say yes, remove that, so I can see the leather pants. And these are the ones that are used by Trish Stratus, and so therefore, you know, are ideally suited. You can have a look, see if this is what you want. Obviously, rotate your style, have a look around to the back of it, and see if that is the look you want. If it isn't, you can obviously then go off and look at other things that you might like the look of in terms of the bottoms. But we're going to just accept that there for now, and say, yep, that's what I would want. Equally, if we go into wrestling tights, there are some favourites. So if you want to mark something up as a favourite, we just come into here for argument, so you can pick that. Yeah, which is the one with the one that I was looking at the other day, which I did in satin. Then we've got that. If we accept that, yeah, we can see that it's there, but then go, oh yeah, but we've got the bottoms, it's over the top, so we don't really need the bottoms, we want this, and we can utilise that. So we can accept that for now. Remove the bottoms so that we can see them. Here we are, and you're going, yeah, but that's not leather. So obviously, into the materials, you can go in and pick leather. It's these two that we're interested in. So the first one is to go drop down to the leather. This will give you that first leather look, and the second one the same. And then it's a question of picking something out that you want to actually match with the colour of the hair, or to bring out whatever you want. So colour-wise, we then might want to go for the blue. In this particular case, it's a deep blue, which is renowned for, I think, blue and black. Dakota, so you know it's probably a good thing. And we can probably then also pick to put in something about her being a Persona 5 girl, so dropping into here, in with the lettering. Okay, so we need to... Well, we could leave it at Persona 5 girl. That would be okay. Let's just stick to that. That's fine. Drop down to 12 again. Gives you an opportunity to just sort of see what I'm doing, really, in terms of bringing these things around. You can come in from either direction. There we go. Yeah. That's probably about as good as we're going to get it there. Probably no better than that. So let's just stick with that and add the colour. Probably we could add it in the blue to match the colour of the leather pants. Probably make it slightly darker as well. There. Accept that, and then emboss it. Normally choose to do that. Sometimes enhances how it looks when it's embossed. So there we go. Don't always do it, but yeah, it can look better. I'm going to accept that. Equally, you can pick another colour, or you can go back and edit that at any time. It always jumps back to the lettering and everything else, so you always have to do that. Boots and shoes, again on this one, you can pick any number of things that you want to be right from the main list, or if you want to include a favourite, then the favourites is usually you hit L1, it cycles to the left, which gets you to the favourites for all. R1 I'm not sure, just get loose through the lists really of the other stuff. So yeah, so I'm going to pick these on this particular occasion, which is the knee-length high stilettos. And again, you know, just selecting the leather for the material will sort of just put you in the right ballpark, because you want it to match the actual look, the leather look of the trousers as well, to keep that sort of character styling going. And just accept that. So there we are. So she's got black boots, stilettos, and the blue leather jeans look. If you wanted to go with the other ones that I quite often use, then they are there. These are the ones with the heavily strapped boots with different sort of I don't know what the look is called, maybe it's goth or whatever, I'm not really sure, but it looks very kind of different to the stilettos. For different reasons they have appeal. So yeah, I include those on the favourites. There are these as well, which are the high knee length boots, which I quite often use. So yeah, and this is one that is used by Liv Morgan, which I have on the Liv Morgan one. I'm not going to change it, I'm just going to leave it as the one that we have now, but you could go in and pick whichever that you was looking for, and you should be able to find those actually on the system. If we were to go back in and look to where the stilettos are on the system, you'll see them near the bottom. And the way that you can actually add various items in when you do find one that you like is using the actual square button. So adding it to a favourite, so let's say for argument's sake you wanted to be able to come back to a certain particular pair of boots that you liked, and you found one and wanted to be able to get back to it quickly, say it's these, then you could just add the square. So you can have a quick look at those and go, oh yeah, I quite like these, they're very Bailey-like, hit the square and it'll mark it, and that'll then appear in your favourites list. So when you go into here, there they are, look. Yeah, no, I don't particularly think that they are my favourites, so I'm just going to take that back off. But yep, that's another little trick and tip to just take away from this particular session, which actually be able to get you back very quickly to the sort of look that you like to give to the ladies that you create on your system. Equally, you could do this for men, find your favourite costumes and etc. And hey ho, you've got a quick lookup list to go to in order to be able to recreate your male colleagues as well on the male wrestlers on there as well. Okay, thanks everybody for listening. I'm just going to exit out of this and save that look. So there we are, we've added everything, so we're just going to click on accept and come out of that. If I wanted the top to look something akin to what I want, then yes, I'd probably take the head thing off as well. You could go into the tops and change it there at this point, actually here, or the alternative is to actually just drop into the parts colours here and change it here. The good thing about that is that you could actually take the colour here, copy that, and just then add that to the brassiere, the tops, I should say, there, paste it on, which should just give you an overall look that you're perhaps looking for. And again, we might do the same thing for the cap, so we might just paste it onto that and onto the top. Oh, yeah, there. Actually, it'd be quite nice to have that back as the white, actually. For whatever reason, I don't think... Yeah, that's too bad a look. Yeah, so we'll go with that. We'll go with the white. So that's our overall finished product, looking a little bit sort of Thunderbirdsy, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. That's the look that we might settle for. And obviously, you know, adding other things into the other side, if we want to be able to do that, is to copy the attire and obviously then mirror that across onto there, add a jacket, whatever. Equally, I could want to, you know, maybe keep that look, so not lose it. So if this person was involved in a brawl, then obviously we could do that. For now, what I'm going to do is, rather than copy that one across, I'm going to go and save that one elsewhere, pop it into there, and then also by saving that one out of the way, then copy that attire onto there. And perhaps give her a jacket. Go to the favourites, makes it easier. I'm going to stick with that. Just in the colour there, you could actually just paste the colour in if it's still there. Oops. Oh yeah, it is. Now that's the strange thing. Now that happened the other day, where I actually applied the colour but it didn't work, which is quite a strange thing, but it does happen. The editor seems to get lost in itself, and yeah, so it's remained black. Look, there's been nothing I've been able to do about that, but never mind, doesn't matter. You know how to change the colours anyway. We've been through that. Okay. So that's it. So last thing, all you need to do really is just to come out of the character editing and then click on the options eventually to save it. Yes. Okay. Thanks everybody for listening, and until the next time, I'll see you again here soon. Bye for now.